Samina, the tester, is the title card of today. Hi. A little change of the background because of those bloody hands. But if you are a returning viewer, this is not so unfamiliar. If you are a new subscriber, I got new subscribers and I'm so thankful. Like the rush of endorphins I feel. Right now I'm at 25,000 25 subscribers and I'm feeling blessed. Thank you, YT bot. Even though hyping my channel up will do you good because this is original content. I hear that from my Instagram it's not growing because I repost a lot of stuff, and apparently the algorithm loves new, and that's all I'm giving it. It's been a while. Please don't seclude me. I'm spending most of this video talking to AI and not talking about what's brought me here. And I had made a personal resolution to learn to get to the point so that I can shorten my videos. But I don't find anything to trim. That's the funny part. Have you missed me? I have missed me. You know, the usual stuff. I'm happy to be here. I don't know if I've said that. It's been a while, so I'll be awkward for a couple of minutes. But besides that, thankful. And hopefully this is shooting. Like, can't imagine all this time if I've been monologuing to myself. I have to check. My name is Samina. I like movies from the 20th century and animation. This channel is really about that. It's about sharing things that shows that captivate me, rather. I just remembered I am next to a school. I jumped from one frying pan into another frying pan, like all this frying going on. So now I have to rush so I don't find the kids going out of school and screaming out of ecstasy from being locked up for 8 hours in a day to help them learn. Let me stop with my conspiracy that theory. I'm here. It's pretty, it's on brand, it's on title. Conspiracies about everything. Today's episode is an animation station. Animation station, anything hashtag animation station. There's a playlist, there isn't, but I'll create now because I realize it's necessary. Where all episodes hashtag animation station are topics related to really great art. Yeah, it's art, it's animation, it's just that. Nothing much. I've been going through a personal renaissance. If this doesn't happen like every 2 years, and right now the Southern aesthetic, as I've written here, I'm going to just make it about aesthetics. I'm not going to make it about culture, because if I start talking about the cultural aspect of it, I will open many cans of worms, and we are not here for a warm diet of sorts. The South has had a lot of bad PR, because that was the place in the West where they were okay with the enslavement of African people in the name of capitalization. Another point, like totally unrelated, I just thought about it, or rather remembered it right now as it crossed my mind many moons ago. But most of these products that were the product of slave labor at the moment are crippling the planet. It's like the blood of all those people is singing through it. Cotton, look at the fashion industry. Sugar, look, oh my god, I'm shouting. Sugar. As you can see with the obesity and all those other lifestyle diseases. What else am I missing? There's tobacco, there's bananas. Bananas are the only ones that are like, even though the modern banana looks nothing like Mother Nature's banana, but that's another topic for today. Let's get into it. So, these animated sitcoms that I'm going to discuss in this episode are depicting the South. There you go, bell number one, OMG, poor children. Being sad for them about getting an education. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in if you are up to this point so far, because I feel good to be here and I hope everything is shooting. Oh my god, I have to check again. I have some anxiety because it's been a while since I did this. OMG, that kid. Let me not lament. There are so many lamentations in the other videos. I've had to come to terms with a lot of stuff, like how much I love Regency fashion, Victorian fashion, Southern Belle aesthetics. That has been the latest in my obsessions. I just love the whole prim and proper to a T. Here, you know, I've been going through that. Like I've been going through that lately. This shows there's none here that is like about the prim and proper. It's more about the redneck. It's redneck slur these days. I really don't know. Qualities of the South, which are the entertaining ones. Like who wants to watch stuck up women not breathe and make other people not breathe? You can go to Bridgerton for that. Even though Bridgerton is 1700s, early 1800s. I have to get my art history in check because that is also one of my great passions. I love fashion history, I love art history, I love interiors, music. Like there's a lot of stuff. I just like vintage, okay? And that's what you're going to get here. If you're a fan or you feel like getting into it, you bet. This started with King of the Hill. This started King of the Hill. Like King of the Hill was just a beautiful surprise for 2024. And I was seeing somewhere a post discovering new music, discovering new movies, discovering new shows. It's just one of the great parts of life, you know, like some of the things that angels are jealous of humans about. Like you can imagine you're existing and then there's a show that's already happened like so many years ago. It happened like Aisha, and it's just been existing parallel to you, and then all of a sudden you discover it, and then you watch it, and then you watch all the episodes, and then you love everything, and then you are completely altered after it. The simple things, beauty in the simple things. Here we have the crows, but at least not the chickens. Though if they hear me speaking, they will come to see what's up. But I'm shocked they're not yet here. So, first great animated show that showcases the South and its sensibilities is King of the Hill. King of the Hill, pretty middle. I can't say they are too harsh or too forgiving about like the situation as it is. It is also very middle class, if I could say, because they're not really dealing with like issues of upper class and issues of lower class. It's just a beautiful, simple show. Which side is bigger? The side that is bigger, I'm going to put a thumbnail of the other episode where I talk about King of the Hill if you're really interested in it. More of it, me convincing you for some reason to go watch it. I love everyone, and Lucky was one that made me want to write this episode, shoot it, direct it, makeup, styling, oh my god, editing this video. If you like, subscribe. If you like me, if you like this video, if you like this content, if you're just in a good mood, subscribe to this channel, please. Your subscription means so much to me. One subscription will help me come out of the mines. We are an asbestos mining town. Even all those children you hear, their screams are screams of joy because they get to work after they go to school so they can earn some money. Your subscription, don't get me wrong, I won't feel like I am better than the mines, but your subscription will help me get you better videos, better quality, better content, just everything better. And if you are into vintage movies and vintage animation, what's in this tone? It's my please help, please assist, just £1. Lucky is very well written. He's a complete hillbilly, but they show also like the valiant nature of Southern code of manhood or womanhood or society. Here I go again. One friend of mine tells me niko na issues na vocabulary, and I try my best. No, I don't try. To sound normal. But what is normal for the fly is lunch for the spider. There goes the mwatini. Sijui kama umemsikia. Usual times, usual things. I'm just like concerned for 4. Imagine 4 in a Caribbean, I'm facing 2 schools. So I don't know how I can rush it. I have such a small amount of time and a lot to talk about. So and they also deal with Native Americans, and I think that's a good inclusion if we're talking about the South, because they're also a big part of that demographic. I even said I'm not even just going to even talk about African Americans in the South, because if this being a topic of aesthetics, everything beautiful, everything sassy about the South is definitely a product of the African American community living there. So besides some Southern belle characteristics, because those ones now are rooted in antebellum. Is that how that period is called? I hear that word being used and I've never looked at it because it sounds so beautiful for something so vile, you know. Sounds like a girl's name, you know. Antebellum. So yes, and they're raw about it. They're not like trying to whitewash or favor the discourse to their direction. King of the hill, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, ladies and gentlemen. King of the hill, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're talking about. And then I learned about why everyone was very much kissing King of the Hill's creator. When I was going through this show, this is not a 2024 hyper fascination of mine, so it's not that old. I didn't want to read. I do this where when I find a new movie or program that I like, I go research everything about it, and most of the time it ruins my experience of the show. So this time round I was willfully ignorant about King of the Hill, but since this is my life, this is my passion, this is my dream and everything, the coincidences always lead me towards such directions. So I ended up watching Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butt, oh my god, so many bees. On the top, bees. Beavis and Butthead, created by Mike Judge, the same guy who did King of the Hill. Beavis and Butthead. We can say Simpsons is number one. How you understand Simpsons being the king of it all, like the king of adults, Hollywood adult animation. Beavis and Butthead comes in at number 2 because in the timeline of The Simpsons, first in the late 80s, then Beavis and Butthead started in the early 90s. And it's an amazing show. When I imagine, like, I wasn't even looking for it, but now as I was watching one of the characters, I just heard from the voice, like, I was like, okay. Then it was a nurse. This is season 1, episode 1, if you want. But it has sketchy animation. Like, I have to warn you ahead because many people don't like, hi kitty, many people don't like rough animation because animation is already like such a niche interest. So, you know, it has its own beauty. First things first. I have something in my eye. And Soouthhh is my number one example in this moment that I can think about. You know, it's like done by kindergarteners, but kindergarteners can't do that amount of work. That's the funny thing about animation. Even how sketchy it looks, it's still a lot of work. And we're talking about 3D animation here. Another big issue of mine is I hate 3D animation. I will not really be talking about 3D animation in any way because of that aspect, you know. The aesthetics. That is the word of this video. You can't do such a thing with 3D because 3D has to be concise. But with a pen, a pencil, paper, you can do whatever you want because of like the freedom of your hand. That's something that I've been really into lately. Like being fascinated by the hands, like people in hand-related careers and how much it's so important. It's like people who work with their hands have such a really tight connection to nature because they realize they have to create as they go. There's like I want to say kinesthetic value of it, but I don't think I'm using that word correctly in this context, but I understand. Where was I? What is this about? Beavis and Butthead. Many years before he created King of the Hill. It's a beautiful cartoon about boys being boys. I don't know how else I could put it besides that. I hate that phrase so much. As an intellectual woman, the one thing you cannot do is doubt yourself. Because advice to my fellow girlies, most of the time you are making sense. And if you're not in a space where you can talk it through, don't be in that space. There's this tweet of saying somewhere like, weirdly girls have divine connection, divine intuition or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, like as in what? That sounded so blunt. Yes, you have to trust the voices in your head. Instead of trying to be funny. Boys being boys, doing silly stuff, and laughing at music videos. This is an MTV cartoon, and it started like when MTV was starting, so you know the creativity was high. So now these kids, they're laughing, like most of the time they're seated at their couch and laughing at stuff they're seeing on TV. If they get out, they're out to shenanigans. It's actually really funny, and I understand all their love. And this same guy, you have to please everyone. He's the one who did Silicon Valley, a show about guys trying to pitch a show. My god, that is my world. I'm sorry. Guys trying to pitch, I don't know, something computer related. You know, I feel about computers in general. I love them. But I have a much bigger appreciation, as I said like 5 minutes ago, of people working with their hands, like cell animation. I can't imagine doing cell animation. I never got to do it when I was in school, because now like literally we were at the boundary of progressing into the new age style of animating, like animating computer based completely, like you can be helped with rigging and stuff. But I think I would have loved to do cell animation, but the time, oh my god, like with computer animating, you're still a hermit, like locked down for hours. And then now cell animation, I know it's like times 3, but it's a very profitable profession and labor. It's donkey ass labor. I hear the bell. Time to release the gremlins. How am I doing, my beloved viewer? It's been such a while since I did this, so I feel I'm a bit rusty, but at the same time I'm so happy to be here. I promise I'll do better with the consistency thing. Let's move on to, I think, what is my favorite of all of them on this whole episode. A beautiful show that might fly under the radar for many people, but if you like really messed up comedy, I don't know how else to put it, because this show is a lot. I think if you have like nyepesi, I don't know how to put it. I don't know if there's an English equivalent. I think I could say a weak heart, but you know, not like really hard. You will love this show, which I have actually talked about before. Like, this channel goes round in circles, or rather, I have a personality. So I like some things, and that's what I like, and I'm sharing it with the world. Squidbillies. I will very much confidently say that this is one of the best animated shows of the first quarter of the 21st century. We are now almost wrapping up Q1, and the people that are going in the annals of time are going in the annals of time. And there are many shows, not many because not everyone can be the best. I think many for me because this is what I like. Oh my god, screaming children, moving cars, screaming crows, fun in the background, even though it's very windy. So I'm not melting as usual. Squidbillies is about the clue is in the name. It's so funny. Like, it's pure tragedy. It's pure tragedy that is so much comedy. Everyone, like the characters, the situation, the dynamics. First of all, also another all-timer. There'll be a lot of all-times in this episode. Is Granny Kyla, voiced by Dan Snyder, one of the best voice actors of Q1. Has done so many characters. If I start naming them right now, like so diverse, including Master Shake, like he's Master Shake. He is Granny Kyla, and it's done so well. Like, he's getting everything right. Like the accent, the tone, the behavior. Like, oh my, super diverse, and he doesn't even like have a range. No, like he's not really like character acting. He's just like voicing, like it's comedy. I love it because if you listen ear to ear, how else can we do this? To Master Shake and Granny Kyla, it's like the same voice, but these different characters are completely different personalities, are completely different people. So yeah, it's about this squid and his super dysfunctional life. Now this is like about kwa Kiswahili ushamba, like ushamba mwingi, but now this is ushamba of the United States South. It's so funny and so tragic. Like the things this guy does, you clearly put him as narcissist, but it's not narcissism. It's like, it's ignorance, which is like worse. Like if you put ignorance and evil on a scale, you almost get equal weights. Everyone, including Lil is so funny. Like, I would suggest this show like 100% to show how twisted my humor is, but it's worth watching if this topic interests you. If you want to see how the Squidbillies have been presented, you're going to love it. It's very accurate that it's almost painful to watch if you meet these uncouth people. And then there's Dan Harlan, who is like the worst villain of all time. This show has the best of the best, really, even the best villain. Like, if you want to meet the most evil, the most vile, twisted, cruel, unforgiving, selfish creature, Dan Harlan beats them. Like, hakuna show yenye unaweza ongelelea yenye like the atrocities committed by Dan Harlan in the community, which is like so yani on the nose mpaka it's offensive, because the more ignorant you are, the more the people in power around you take advantage of you. Like these people wamefanyiwa kila kitu, like Jesus, the air has been tampered with, the trees have been tampered with, the water has been tampered with, selling the most dangerous products. Like there's a lot of twisted things that happen in that little town somewhere in the south of the United States. Worth watching, like 100%. Squidbillies, that is the epitome. Like if I'm talking about the shows that are here, that is like the epitome of the South. I wanted to title this the Southern versus City Rats animation trope, but I don't want to do a versus. I'll just do it. Then for the City Rat one, I'll just do a completely City Rat animation trope video. The next one on this list is Trailer Park Boys, a unique entry because this is a Canadian show. I want to do an episode on Canadian shows because there are so many shows that do really good work, and there's one that I watched lately. I'm not going to cover, like I want to ruin the surprise, but yani comedies, you find very good sitcoms, like good quality sitcoms, like excellent writing. But I think these are the shows that stand out, like that, the ones that make it out of the country, and that's why we know them. And every country has those shows, so it's not really a uniquely Canadian thing, it just so happens. Because maybe you can say the second in line with getting the best of the best, to make the best of the best shows. Trailer Park Boys is another boys being boys show. I like them a lot, I won't lie, because I was a bit of a tomboy when I was a child. So I really enjoy the concept of meeting up with the boys and getting up to something, you know. Eddie and Eddie is also another show, you know, on such a bracket. So Trailer Park Boys, but it feels very, very much like Eddie and Eddie in this situation. Like it's about three boys who live in the trailers. So you know they're trashy, because that is the not the topic of the day, but another not the topic of the day, but another stereotype. I was obsessed with this show, like back in college. Like I watched a lot of it. And you know, wished for my own crew. That's something that I've always wished for, I think, because I've always just been an island. Sabina the island. This is Sabina the test tester. Do you actually feel it? Like I am testing film and animation for you, my beloved viewer, suggesting it so that you may not be kumbored with boredom. And if you are up to this point, thank you. I keep wishing great things to my people. Because watching me means a lot to me. So Trailer Park Boys was about these three guys who are trying to run schemes so they can actually get some cash to get out of the hood. You feel me? You feel me? Anyway, there's the brains, there's the muscle, and then there's the acoustic one. It is very well casted. I don't know about writing, especially season 1. I wouldn't even encourage you to start from season 1 because it was very experimental. I love season 1 because, as I said, I love this show. So everything to me is special. but maybe season 3 onwards, like when they got the steam, like when they figured it out, like, you know, he was figuring it out as he was going, the creator, and also the cast, the main cast, like fleshing out their characters happen over the course of the show. It feels very one-on-one. I want to say organic or raw, but yeah, all those adjectives do describe it. It is worth the watch. It is done in like a fake reality TV format. So if you like mockumentaries, you will love this show. Mockumentaries like The Office, which is my favorite. Terms of Endearment is my favorite. You know, I like also that period, like in the 2000s, when like comedians are given the chance to shine. There's The Office, there's Terms of Endearment, there's 30 Rock, there's the one that Donald Glover is in. There were a couple that were going, and they are really good. Like, they were really, really good, and a nice. That is vintage now, so I can discuss it. Trailer Park Boys, 9 out of 10. But you know I'm biased because I'm talking about the shows I like. Watch it if you like. I'm a huge fan of the trailer trash Barbie aesthetic. Like, I love it. Like, I love Anna Nicole Smith. I love another show that I was watching lately. My Name is Al. There's this chick who looks like Margot Robbie. That face is so prevalent, like in Hollywood. It should be another, like, what's up with all this Rihanna's episode. I love her. What's Kill Bill? You know, I love that aesthetic. So if you like it as much as I do, you will like Trailer Park Boys. We're almost halfway through the video, beloved viewer. If you're enjoying it so far, please like. Your like means so much to me. It is my fuel. If you want to keep me going, crank me up with a like and a subscription if you haven't subscribed. Also, the miscellaneous ones, I can't remember the name, but I can remember branding. I love the Simpsons hillbilly character. He's so funny with his like 18 children and one on the back and another one on the way. I love the stories written about it. Like, they made him like a lowliest of the low, which is so funny. And others, and etc. There's also the show that got cancelled, that is also very South. It's called Bless the Hearts, which is a slow-paced family sitcom. That's just a random suggestion I've gotten at the top of my head because I had not written it. Still on Matters South, this will also be a music episode. As you would know, I don't know if you do, and if this is your first time, congratulations. You have a lot of fun stuff ahead of you. But I also make vintage music playlists. If you go to my channel, Hapoju playlists, you will find quite a couple of different playlists of different genres of music from the 20th century. If you like slow, sensual R&B, there is some there. If you like jazz, you'll find jazz there. If you like what's the name of this genre? New Age. The 80s one, like, I love it. Like Sweet Dreams. You know, that kind of music. I do have them. I think I should name them per genre so they can be easy for viewers, because I've named them according to the month I was hyper interested in that kind of music. That's usually how it goes. I get overexcited about one genre, I listen to it exclusively for like a month, and then I get bored. I listen to African music, and that is something I'm incredibly proud of, because this topic that I'm about to embark on is about Pan-Africanism. And there's Pan-Africanism of the mouth, and then there's Pan-Africanism of the spirit. And I think since I'm way past all those phases, like the phases where things were phases, now I am settled in my Africanness. So I'm incredibly proud of listening to vintage African music and getting a chance to share it, because I even feel like if I don't share it, it will get lost. And imagine hini jukumu nimejiekea hini jukumu nimejiekea, my beloved viewer. But I do it with a lot of honor. Hope the lighting is okay, like shifting sunset. I realized it's just so hard to share music with my friends, because when it comes to hip-hop, which is like the most common genre to share among friends, as you can tell, I'm an African, and I'm more than African at that. So I am influenced by Western music of my brothers and sisters. Let me tell you, I would easily say Gucci Mane is more all-time than Jay-Z. I think that statement would summarize what I'm really all about. Like, I love Southern hip-hop more than I love West Coast hip-hop or East Coast. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, because I'm not into those. Like, most of my friends would want to share all this poser ass New York terrible New York music, and I'm not all about the yap, and then you're still a victim of your city rat's behavior. You see how it ties up to the topics in some way. I love Southern music. Let me even just like keep on defending my claim. Gucci Mane still makes music. He's always spotlighting new characters. Like, if you're talking about the people, Gucci Mane is more for the people than Jay-Z. My hip-hop music playlist is of that direction, the South. Now this is another completely opposite direction of what the South is, because now we are in the African American South. They make the best hip-hop. You can't tell me anything. I like, it has the spirit. I call it the African sauce, and I don't know if I've talked about it before, because it's a topic that is near and dear to my heart. Like, there is the African sauce. And let me give you an example with like Wizkid. When you're directly connected to the ancestors, the music you produce is like unashika mtu to the spirit. I don't know how to explain it. Uko ndani kabisa. And then when you start messing around with the West, you lose it, you dilute in some way, and then kipawa kinapotea. Like, rightfully so, because the people who are giving you that power are spitting in their faces. Like, once they stop going for the African values. So Southern music has African values in its bones, because they're not trying to ape the West, they're being themselves. So my playlist, let me tell you, kwanza the women rappers. I was thinking about the women rappers. I have never said a single bad word towards Sexy Red, and I stand on that. Like, anyone can. Who is anyone? Anyway, ever since from the start, when she used to wear red completely, Sexy Red, Flo Milli. Oh my god, Flo Milli is an amazing artist. Natoka kitambo, like, but now because she's not the right aesthetic, which is like someone like Lato who. And I saw another documentary that was putting them verse for verse, verses, not verse for verse. Okay, yes, verse for verse. Like Lato and Sexy Red are making the same kind of music, but you will hear much of this usual female hating rhetoric towards Sexy Red, but not towards Lato. And that is deep. Goes to show how people comes in the comments like, oh my god, like she's here to cripple the Black American communities, blah blah blah, so many things. But she's not the only one making that kind of music. But they want to target her because she's very African. She needs to polish up and westernize, and that's where she ends up losing her gift, because she is making music of the times, and she is the times. Sexy Red fan, yes. I even say the Lex Kihana on this channel, so I love my Southern ladies. I love my Southern rappers. Way in comparison. But this is not okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a hip hop playlist after this. Today, though, we are talking about Congolese music. I just realized I didn't have to touch up my makeup today, even once. I'm loving this weather. It's good for me, for my shooting, even though it's not good for my health. Congolese music and my fascination is not new. If this is your first time here, it will sound new, but you can go back and see. I think I do have a Congolese playlist. I feel like I do, but I'm wondering what kind of music was in that playlist, because now I feel like I'm truly into it. My beloved subscriber, I am now the Rhumba listening auntie. I can't believe it. Like, I am suffering from self-pride, suffering from success like DJ Khaled. Like, I am now getting in touch with the OGs, the real deal, Congolese music as it is, like into the archives. And I'm like, where is this right now? Even though today, like the day of the shooting, and I started writing this like weeks ago, I was suggested for a new Rhumba playlist, and it was really long. I didn't have time to listen to it because I had to shoot this video. But Kenyans, we are getting back into it, and I 100% not planned. Like me, I don't know. Me, I touch the zeitgeist and then it unfolds. Get to know me personally. So, I am obsessed with Rhumba right now, like obsessed. And I'm like, this is African music. This is a representation of the people. And the way we have so many damaging stereotypes and perceptions out there about the African people, but in this genre of music, unable to be touched by the Western hands that were trying to decimate us. So I should have used a simple word. There's this meme I saw. I'm sorry, English is not my first language, but, and then the pen is writing fire. That's me. I would like to say I am very good at this language, but I'm also very good at Kiswahili. So it's really about my intelligence. No way possible about idolizing anything to do with the West, as you can tell from this playlist. This playlist is about the OGs, First things first, Fire Test needs her flowers. Fire Test needs so many flowers. She needs like truckloads of flowers delivered to her almost every week, because she's literally carrying this genre. Like, I don't think I can say there's any other African artists. Yes, you can name them, all those men and everything, but there's no one who is carrying the African sauce. Do you understand it now? Like, do you understand more what I'm talking about? Fire Test is creating real Rhumba music. These other people, I wanted to say Fally Ipupa because that is next number 2, but it is a very fun number 2. Like, points za Fire Test na points za Fally Ipupa zimeachana sana. If he's the one who ended up in the DW documentary. So you know which DW documentary I'm talking about? About the Congo. Once you start messing with the West, you lose the source and you become another boring shill, for lack of a better word for it. But she's remained genuine to the spirits, and you can feel it in her music. I have so many of hers in this playlist. Like, they sound so good. She's a star. Like, oh my god, she is a star. I love African women making African music. Like, no, not twanging, no grabbing your crotch as you scoot over like a dog with worms. None of that. Like, jeez, none of that. Like, make beautiful music. I don't know. Even hip hop, even Kenyan hip hop, like, I would listen to the hood stuff. You know, madoido mingi, you know. And that is the music that lasts. Like, in the moment, all that training, like right now, it culture is UK Black Americans, UK Africans. Oh my god, like, so many of my lovely brothers and sisters have now developed the Chav accent of UK hoods. It is normal and natural. That is how youth culture works over generations. But again, the one with the true reflection of the people is one that stands the test of time, and that's what Fire Test is for me here. We have names. Some names you have not heard, because these are not the songs that you people jump up to in the clubs, in the pubs when they're playing Rhumba, even though Rhumba fans will know these people. But we have some greats. I'm incredibly proud of this playlist. Let me just say that. If you want to listen to Congolese, there's one song here that almost moved me to tears, like the first time I was experiencing it. It's so beautiful. Like, what? And many others. So, no matter of African pride, listen to this playlist. Get to know new artists. If you are a Rhumba fan, share your sentiments with me. We need to make sure this music passes through to other generations, because we are in danger of being whitewashed, especially here in Moldova. Like, we are a very modern society, so macho yetu yameface west more than looking for the gems right here and creating them and recreating. Because by listening to this music, you get inspired and you make something that is authentically African, and that's what we need. We don't need new rappers. Yes, we are now the end of this video, my beloved viewer. It's been quite a ride. I'm thankful for doing this. As usual, it's been really tough. When I take time to do this, like, I struggle with depression and anxiety, and sometimes things overwhelm me. This is my therapy, because I get to be myself, since that is a rare thing in this world of mine. So we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much if you made it to this point. I hope you found something cool to watch, even if it's one show, because that's what this is really about. The next episode will be a vintage reviewing one. That's how it goes. I love it when I say that statement, because I know I'm at the end of the episode. Oh my god. It's been a pleasure to do this. It's been a pleasure to get out here again. I hope I do this more, because I really want to get back on the bicycle and ride to the top. So I will see you. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you'd like this video. That will also matter. Share, like the content. If you got one gem of wisdom out of all this, that's what I'm doing this for. So you can repay me with a like or a subscribe. Share this video to fellow film fans. I really don't know. Or if you want to ogle with your friends, that is also allowed. And I will see you. Bye.